we can get what we deserve. That imposter syndrome, it comes from the lack of consistency. When you're not consistent with something, how can you be secure within it? You know what I'm saying? That's a word. That's a word right there. Side. Now, it's not the best day because it's cloudy, as you can see behind me. Shout out to Patient Progress Gear. Shout out to all my patient progressors, my fellow supporters. Man, I haven't done a video in a long time, but I decided to come to one of my peace places, which is Penn's Landing. And just want to show y'all real fast, man, what I be looking at. Be looking at this view. You know what I mean? Ben Franklin Bridge, that's New Jersey. So that's Penn's Landing. I love it here. It's such a peaceful scene. Every time I come here, it's just, you know, nice and quiet. But today's video, man, I wanted to come back and just sit with you guys, say hello again, show up for myself. So today's video, man, I really want to touch on just really doing so. Showing up for yourself and never forgetting to make time for you instead of making time for everyone else. I feel like lately I've been getting into this hamster wheel of being the superhero, having that superhero complex. I was reflecting the other day watching All American. If you guys know the TV show All American with Spencer James, shout out to my man. He tends to have this superhero complex that gets him in trouble a lot throughout the whole series. And as I was reflecting on that, man, I'm like, damn, I have to understand that I can't save everybody. Like J. Cole said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved, you know? And also reflecting on my last relationship, like my shorty done walked away from me a few weeks ago. And I understand why. I think we're both growing in two different directions. And sometimes people just separate when they feel as though they've outgrown each other. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like me and her physically and spiritually and mentally got to that point, to the part where we're both outgrown each other. We both just don't connect. We're not compatible. And we stopped making time for ourselves because we were trying to make our relationship work, whatever our situation was. So with that being said, I started losing myself slowly within the relationship. I started losing myself. I started losing, you know, the main idea of my career, my purpose. I told myself I was purpose driven, but I was so purpose driven for someone else, trying to be a superhero, save them, heal them, that I forgot to save and heal myself. And I know it's cliche, but sometimes we need this familiar philosophy. Like I stated on my page, we just need this familiar philosophy to remind us that we come first. At the end of the day, when you go to wherever you're going, whatever perception or religion you believe in, just know you're going by yourself. And just know that body is not going to be here forever. So you got to do what's best for you at the moment that you want to do it and not care what anybody else thinks. I'm not saying don't have consideration, but definitely have more consideration for yourself than you do for others. But try to find the fine balance of that. And with that being said, there's a level of patience that you have to exude with that, and the amount of progress that you make, you got to make sure you stay hospitable and you have a state of humility that is, you know, well balanced. You got to have some compassion and compromise. You got to have some patience and impatience with certain things. You know what I mean? Shout out to my smoothie lady. I think I got some bee pollen or something like this in here. I got sea moss in here, man. I'm just trying to clear my throat out, make sure I get all the gunk out my system, cleaning my gut out, so that I could think thoroughly for myself, so that I could be here for myself. And, you know, again, one of the reasons why I showed up here was every summer I come here to reflect, whether there's people here or not. I come here and I reflect on myself, and I just sit and I look at the sky and I think about my life. And one of the most powerful things I think about is my present. I'm not really anxious about my future. And when I'm in the present, I think about multiple ways that I could show up for myself, that I could make time for myself. Like, for example, the past couple of weeks I've been off my rocker. And what that means is basically I haven't been sticking to my script. I haven't been being consistent with my workout, with my smoothies. I just got back. I dibbled and dabbled with the Matrix. I've been doing nightlife. I do music. I do motivational speaking. So I'm like, damn, how can I rebalance and get back to what I was doing? It's simple. Make time for it. Start. The hardest thing to do with something is to start. But once you start, it's a wrap for you. All you have to do is just have the willpower and the discipline to stay consistent. That has been my kryptonite. I'll put myself out on Front Street. I'm a motivational speaker and all that, holding other people accountable. But the motivational speaker and the teacher needs to hold himself accountable before he can hold anyone else accountable. So today, I'm happy to say that I have been consistent all week. I've been on my smoothies. I've been working out. I'm doing a video right now. And I'm giving myself the credibility I deserve that others want to see in me. Because people know that I could do it, but my biggest kryptonite has always been consistency. So if I could get that right, once I get that right, not even if, because we're speaking better words of affirmation into existence, so that feel like we can get what we deserve. That imposter syndrome, it comes from the lack of consistency. When you're not consistent with something, how can you be secure within it? You know what I'm saying? That's a word. That's a word right there. When you lack consistency, how can you be secure within it? And if you're not secure, how can you be consistent? So yin and yang, one thing washes the other, like patience. In order to, develop patience, you got to make some type of progress within it. You got to practice it. You got to practice what you're preaching and preaching what you practice, if that's what God called you for. The whole point, without patience, you can't make progress. Without progress, you'll never learn patience. Point blank. So the whole main idea of this video, man, is making time for you. When others ain't making time for you, when others are telling you that they don't want to be in your life or they walking away from you, let them walk. Let them talk. Even let them stalk and let them watch your moves. Let them watch how you move, principles, morals, values. Let them see how you cooperate with yourself, how you operate. Maybe one day it'll actually inspire them. But my kryptonite, like I said, has been consistency and also taking the time for myself. Like right now, I usually be out on the road doing Uber. But I was like, you know what? I got some time because it's not really busy right now. Let me get on the road. Let me stop here and actually make time for myself. See what I'm saying? So at the end, me making time for myself really matters, man. And if I could talk to anybody out here and I could help them with their journey in any kind of way that I possibly can, is to, number one, just start. Just start doing something that you love to do. If you like writing, if you like rapping, if you like journaling, if you like doing poetry, if you like playing ball, sports, whatever, boxing, get your mind in consistent conditioning. Condition your mind to get consistent in whatever you want to do. And in order for you to get consistent and do that is to actually make time for it. Like when people say they don't got time for nothing. Well, that's because you allowing your 9 to 5 to dictate what you're doing. You stay thinking that you could just go with the flow in life. And I understand the archetype of people nowadays is they like to go with the flow with life. And honestly, I realize that kind of works with my life in some aspects. Like I could just not plan a video, come out here and shoot a video. I'm a good improv guy. Like I know how to improv. But it's some things that you're gonna have to plan out, which is your day-to-day schedule. The time that you wake up, the time that you eat, the time that you exercise, the time that you meditate, the time that you talk to God, Allah, whatever God you believe in, the time that you read a book, the time that you go to work, the times that you're unavailable to talk on the phone, you put your phone on D&D. All of this has to do with a schedule so that you can balance your psyche, you can balance your mind. And when you have a balanced mind, you can get consistent with whatever you want to do with your life. So that is the point where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? And for anybody that watches my TikTok, I just ramble on there because I see that every time I talk and I just ramble like how I do right now, people love it. People are turned on to it. And it's getting a couple shares, a couple saves. I talked about letting those people go. The people that don't want to be in your life, let them walk away. You don't owe no loyalty to them, especially if you don't have no kids with them, you're not married to them, you have no obligation, no loyalty. Doesn't mean that the memories won't hurt, that the separation anxiety won't have your chest caving, but it's okay. Just know that maybe God is separating you from that person so that you can learn how to be consistent by yourself, so that you can learn how to value yourself by yourself. Maybe he's separating you from a certain particular thing, a person, place, or a thing, because God wants to talk to you by himself. God wants you in isolation, because with separation comes isolation, and with isolation comes elevation. You know what I'm saying? It never comes with desperation. When you're desperate for someone else's attention, that means you don't value yourself, you don't love yourself. And I'm talking to myself with that. I just learned that lesson, and I'm 29. So if anybody is watching this video right now, I know it's a little shaky of the wind, please excuse that. If anybody is watching the video right now, understand that it's not too late. Especially if you're older than me, if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. I don't care what age you are. If you support what I'm saying, if you're inspired by what I'm saying, understand that it's not too late for you. It's not too late to become that photographer. It's not too late to become that videographer. It's not too late to become that choreographical dancer. It's not too late to run your own company and be your own CEO, be your own boss. You just got to put that work in. But number one, what it takes is separation. Separating from the ick. Separating from the people that got bad juju, bad energy, that does not serve you in your life anymore. Now, some people can be good for you, but have no reason to be in your life because they're not serving your purpose. If they're not serving your purpose, there's no point in keeping them consistent in your life. I had to learn that at 29. It's okay, y'all. At the end of the day, age ain't nothing but a number. Your body age along with it, but just know as long as you got good health and you in good spirits and you and God are connected and you alone right now, this is especially for the people that are alone and for the ones that's actually on the verge of getting out of a situationship or a relationship or are in a relationship and is going through a lot of turmoil and it's tumultuous right now. Understand that there's hope. I want to speak for the hopelessness. I want to speak for the ones that don't really have a voice, but want a voice. If there's anything you want me to talk about, if there's any topics you want me to touch on, if you want me to reach out to you, want to have a conversation with me, man, get in the comment section, man. Drop your IG handle, whatever. We can get on live together. We can have a ball, man. Let's have a conversation. I want to connect with my people because I want to know who's out there that's like me. I'm lonely, I ain't gonna lie to you. And this entrepreneurship journey and this spiritual journey, awakening with God and coming closer to God and just being by yourself, like me being in front of a camera, I want to talk to a physical person, but I'm treating the camera like a physical person, which is a reflection of me. I'm looking at myself right now, and I'm appreciating that. I'm appreciating my reflection. That's another thing we gotta learn how to do, man. Appreciate our reflection. You're only gonna appreciate it if you be patient and knowing that you're gonna make progress on your lonely journey as you're working out, as you're writing that book, as you're writing in your journal and you're learning about your mind. Once you learn about your mind, it's all about your mental. Whatever your mind thinks, the body is gonna follow into that. So if you think your mind is ugly, when you look in the mirror, you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna hate your perception. Right now, I got a little belly. I'm a little chunky. I'm 230 pounds almost. I don't hate myself. Do I dislike certain parts about me? Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, hold on. This John like to act up. But at the end of the day, yo, it's all about what you tell your mind. Like I always say, there's 5 A's. I'm gonna write a book about this, and I hope that you guys can really grasp this book. I don't even care to monetize it, man. I'm gonna put it out there, you know, definitely wanna make money off of my passion, but I wanna do this for the love, man. The 5 A's is awareness. Be aware that you have problems, that you're not perfect, that you operate at the state of imperfection. Admit that you are aware of it and that you have issues. Take accountability of those issues. Still be aware of it and still admit it. You don't have to admit it to everybody, but admit it to the ones that you love and admit it to God. You know what I'm saying? And then 4th is affirmation. Have affirmations. See, I got my dog calling me about business, man, but I'm worried about y'all right now and myself. Affirmations, bro. And once we get that right, once you program your mind to say the right things in your mind and program your brain to think better for yourself, that's when you could take action and look in that mirror and appreciate who you are and what God, why God brought you here. Because there's a reason why God brought you here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take too long, but God brought you here to make space for yourself, to make time for yourself, to put yourself first. Because when he's ready to take you and you go into that grave, you go into that grave by yourself. Just understand that that's a harsh reality, but we all got to deal with that one day. And it's okay, brothers and sisters. So, number one, make time for yourself. Make time for yourself, please. Make the time, because I'm out here doing videos, making the time for you guys. I do this for me and you. I want us to prosper, but prosper in patience so we can make that progress. Number two, hold on, wait a minute. Number one, make time for yourself. Number two, start. Number three, stay consistent. Number four, tell yourself positive affirmations. Whatever your mind thinks, the body is going to follow. Number five, take a look in that mirror and really reflect on what God put inside of you. That's another 5. Look, man, that's the video right there. Make time for yourself. Start, stay consistent, set positive affirmations for yourself, and put the action in, man. Look in that mirror. Love yourself enough to know that you come first before anyone else. But you know, hit that tightrope and learn the balance between selfishness and selflessness. Once you know how to straddle that tightrope, you'll be all right, man. And once you stay consistent and admit to yourself that you are operating from the state of mind of imperfection, you'll be all right. I know I'm gonna be all right, because this week I'm doing a lot better for myself. I know exactly what I want to do, and I'm doing it. And I ain't letting nobody trick me out of my spot, man. I'm not letting nobody trick me out of my greatness. It feels mad good to be right here where I deserve to be. I wanted to do this for 20 years, and I finally started doing it. Why? Because I stopped the imposter syndrome. I stopped the inconsistency. I stopped thinking bad in the mirror. I stopped looking at God as like, oh, you know, I don't know, like an excuse. You know what I mean? I'm taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just isolating, going to talk to God and not doing nothing about it. I'm not growing. I'm not taking action. I'm actually listening to God. When I'm getting separated from all these women, because I'm a man of flesh, I love me a woman to lay up with. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I love women. I'm not a womanizer, but I love dating. I want to find the woman of my dreams, the love of my life. But you know what God told me? God said, wait, bro. Just wait. Separate yourself. Go get yourself better. Come talk to the people I assigned you to, which is you guys. Above all else, he assigned me to talk to myself in that mirror. So he said, you know what? I'm going to give you the wisdom. I'm going to give you the knowledge, but you can't be near none of them women that don't serve your purpose. I'm going to find you a woman that serves your purpose. Just stay patient. No matter how lonely it may get, come talk to me. I treat God like my father. I never had one. So patient progress, y'all. All you gotta do is make time for yourself. Start, stay consistent, set positive affirmations about yourself. Take action, look in that mirror and see what God provided for you. Then you'll understand God's purpose for you being here. What Drake say, God's plan. Right? Stick to the script. Patient progress. I love y'all. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you're new here, thank you. I appreciate you so much for following me. I show all the love that I possibly can. Merch is coming soon this summer, June. You're going to have some colorways like this. Maybe not the same one of one, but you're going to have some beautiful colorways, and I'm so excited to drop the merch for y'all. It's one of one. I got so many philosophical events, mental health circles. It's going to be a good time. Love y'all. Peace.